Dr. Wood, last part, exit being the man and or exit problem solving. And this is the recap, okay? So first, to be in relations with other people. Like I said, my daughter had an issue, then here I am over here. I thought this way, I did these things, I checked the space, I put that in. So to be a great problem solver, you know, the Bible says, don't worry about the speck in your brother's eye when you got a plank in your own eye. In other words, if you got a lot of problems in your life, and you're not leading yourself out of your problems, it's really going to be hard for you to be a leader for somebody else because you're ignorant. You're ignorant of your own problems. So you become a great problem solver by solving your own. Sometimes it's through prayer, sometimes through meditation, and sometimes I go, shit, I'm ignorant. And the ignorance is, maybe I need to read a book. Okay? Top 10 laws on trust. Maybe I didn't exude trust. Maybe it's like, hey, words that work. I said a bunch of stuff that didn't work. Maybe it's what got you here didn't get you there. I tried some stuff, it didn't work. See, I'm not about, egocentric and being right. I'm all about the output. I'm all about the results. I'm all about, what is the goal? I have very clear in my goal. I want a connected, deep, intimate, loving relationship with my children, spouse, mate, friends. I want a lot of love in my life. And to have the love and to have a beautiful family and a beautiful community and a beautiful country kind of starts with me. I got to start creating my world. And first I have to ask, is it beautiful inside of me? Am I loving myself? Am I kind to myself? Am I listening to myself? See, if I don't listen to myself, how can I listen to another? So this could be part of my post-game exit. So in other words, think about all relationships or life as like a big game. There's a relationship game with me and one of my daughters. Here's how the game played out. Check the scoreboard. That's the result. Was a difference made? Did we get to the goal? Like, did I create that intimate, deep, loving relationship that I always wanted? A problem came up on her end. Since I love her and I care about her, that could affect her life, and consequently would also affect my life, because now since I love her, I got to go get in the water and go get her. Maybe, unless you become so stubborn that you can't talk to them. So kind of think of it like the Navy SEALs. When you recognize a problem, you go cut that shit off quick. You don't let problems grow. Hell no. You don't want it to take root. You wouldn't let cancer cells take root and start to spread. Oh, I'm just going to kind of ignore the cancer cells. I'm just going to ignore this problem. Maybe it'll go away. No, it doesn't. This is why I don't like stepping over problems. This is why I like confront, conflict, go after, cut it out. Make the corrections quick as possible. So the exit strategy is, this is what I said, this is what I did, here's how I showed up. I have to also check my emotions. How was I emotionally? Your emotions make a bigger difference. Did I bring anger there? Shit. I said all the right loving words, but I was wrong emotionally. Was I totally present? Or was I thinking about other stuff? Was my heart there? Was my head in the game? You ever notice when you play ball and you're kind of spacing out? You don't do so good. You ever notice when you're in the classroom and you're kind of spacing out, you're thinking about stuff? You're not really there, you're not present, you're not learning, and you're kind of wasting your life at that point. You're not making a difference for yourself or in the classroom. So, it's exiting. I always exit. So let's suppose I met my daughter. I had this. I leave the encounter. Start checking. Has it made a difference? Did they call me? Does it look like they learned? It's not about making them wrong. It's like, did they learn? Because my job as a father or the leader of the corporation or whatever is, did they learn? I don't here to punish you. I'm here to help to learn. So this way we adjust and we're on the same page, going the same. So we become cooperative. We're walking together. I don't want to push us apart. I want us to move together. I have to ask, who was I being? I need to be responsible for my part in the conversation. So I always exit every relationship and encounter with people and what my behaviors were or actions in the room to see if we got towards the result. If not, if my behaviors are off, I check my thinking, I check how I was feeling, and I check my emotional states, and was I calm? Or you know, what was my physiology like? Was I relaxed? What emotions did I bring? What was I feeling in the room? Was I present? Was I aware? Was I there? Was I listening? Was I listening a little bit or all the way? Was I with them, or was I with my own thoughts and feelings and own problems? How can I help them in their problem if I'm over here trying to solve my problem at the same time trying to listen to their problem? The brain can't do that. Focus on the spoon. Focus on this pen. Focus on the spoon. Focus on this pen. Focus on the spoon. Focus on the pen. Focus on the spoon. Focus on the pen. I'm thinking about my problems. Now I'm trying to think about yours. Think about my problems. That's not how it flows. Look how chattery your brain gets. Stay with the spoon. Stay with the spoon. Stay with it. See, when you stay with the problem, stay with it, and are relaxed, problem goes away. All this shit about multitasking, here's what the research says. It gives you anxiety, a lot of it. It creates beta waves in the brain, and you can't focus. If you can't focus, if you're trying to play baseball and you can't focus and keep your eye on the ball, you always strike out. So if you wonder why you're striking out in relationships, it's because you can't focus. If you wonder why you're not getting the results in your life, can't focus. All the internet technology today and all this multitasking stuff, how are your relationships going? How much anxiety do you have? How well do you sleep at night? How much depression do you have? How sad are you? You better rethink that strategy of multitasking. It's making you crazy. It's called neurosis. Look at the pen. Look at the pen. Look at the spoon. Look at the pen. Look at the spoon. Look at the pen. Look at the spoon. See the spoon? See the pen? Spoon. Pen. Pen. Spoon. Are you really focusing? No, your brain's like, it's like a tennis. My head's spinning. No shit. What you could do is, you know, again, so I got the problem with this daughter, I got this over here, I got this I got to do, and I got that. So I got all these tasks. Get them out of your head. Why out of your head? Because if not, you're thinking about it. Remember this, remember that, remember this, remember that, remember this. Look what am I doing? Remember this, remember that. Brain's everywhere. If you write it down, it's like a warfare. Now you can see the problems. Now you can see your task. Create a strategy. I'm going to do this, and here's what I'm going to do that, and that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to devote this much time to this. I'm going to put all my focus here for that length of time. Or if it's a really big problem, then I need to stay with this. I might have to downgrade these. If I get this one done, I'll move over there. So I always exit, you know, everything. What could I do better? How can I become a better person? Do I need to read a book? What is it I don't know that I need to know? And if you think you know it all, you're the biggest jackass in the world. No one can know it all. I can't even tell you how many books I've read. I'm more concerned in being the best me, and I know I have a lot of things to learn in this life. A lot, including about relationships, about myself, about women, about my children, and being that man, and about what does it mean to be a man, what does it mean to be a doctor, what does it mean to be a caring person, what does love mean, what does empathy mean. There's a lot of things I need to learn. I may know more than a lot of people, but that doesn't mean I know it all, and that doesn't mean if I know more than someone else that they're less. Just they haven't had the opportunity yet. I just walked farther down the road and they hadn't even started walking yet. So exit strategy, what did I learn? How can I improve? What did I do well? What can I improve upon? If you do everything like that, you do an exit strategy on problem solving your life and your relationships, every time you come back, guess how you are? Just a little bit better or a little bit wiser. Dr. Wood, have a great day.